So, mystery, romance, horror, action. What hasn't this film got, Miles?
I know. What doesn't it have? I guess
like
it could be. I guess it's not a musical. You can always add a bit of that.
Yeah, it's not a musical, but we got a lot of music.
But we do.
You got a lot of music. The music's really good in it.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
Music's really good.
super important.
And we have some dancing.
Yes,
We do have some dancing. We do like to see Miles dance because
Thank
we
you.
know your character pretends he can't dance, but we know Miles Teller can dance.
Yes, we do know that.
You know, I'm a sucker for it. I love it. If I read that in a script, I'm like,
you're like,
yes,
I'm ready to go.
Let's go, baby.
Say no more.
It's so sweet. But this particular dance scene, because they are characters who have really fallen in love with each other in a nonverbal, fashion. I think it makes sense that their chemistry would be, so good in that sense.
Yeah, and Anya, lots of dancing for you in this, even a little bit more than Miles.
She has a whole number that got cut.
I
know.
Oh, a whole number that got cut.
Yeah, we had a whole section. It was how I started doing this film. It was Drassa dancing to Iggy Pop whilst making a cake, and it was fab. It was fab.
We need to see that.
Yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy with Iggy Pop making a cake, dancing around is the best.
So you're both playing trained elite snipers. Mm-hmm. So training needed for this, or have you done all of that before and you're pros at this now?
Very different training, actually, because it is entirely separate from like what you would do in close combat. I think we both got trained by different people, you by an American vet and me by a Lithuanian. And it's so interesting to see how the two countries approach it differently. By the time we got together, that dance was very different and intricate.
I had never had any sniper training specifically, so I was fascinated by it. I mean, the attention to detail, how much kind of studying goes into it. Be able to get the perfect shot it's really a science, and so I loved it.
And we know who the best shot is in the movie, but what about in real life? Now with the training?
You know what's really, what's funny about that is I have terrible eyesight, like genuinely terrible eyesight. Really good shot. Without contacts, without anything. I just have a good feeling of where it is.
It's terrifying to the people training it. Now, guys, I really can't see anything, but
I wore contacts in the movie, but my husband's always like, she can't see it at all. And I'm just like, right in.
So I'm taking it she was better than you then, Miles.
Sure.
We're not, we should never go for better than, because we will get competitive. Right. But yeah, I think you're a very good shot.
I think you are equally as good.
Thank you.
There we go. We'll go with that. Equally as good. So with all the twists and turns in this movie, is that what appealed to you, Miles? What did you love about this when you were reading it?
I think I'm just always looking for something that feels original, feels like I hadn't seen it, and just that kind of, if the log line is just, two snipers falling in love with each other through their scopes, that right there is interesting. And then you add in the layers of mystery with, okay, the Gorge, but what is it? It's the gateway to hell and we're guarding it. Okay. And then what? So it was a really fascinating read to me, and I enjoyed all of it, but at the center of it, is the love story and the emotion that needs to be carried throughout this kind of journey for these two characters. That's what always makes me satisfied, I think, is an emotional payoff.
Was it nice when you came together? Because lots of scenes obviously filming on your own in the movie as well. So Anya, was it nice to actually be with Miles?
To see this slice of beef.
To see this super close. No, we really wanted to be there for each other throughout the entirety of filming, and then we tried to do it, and they put me on a hydraulic lift, and it just did not work in terms of camera length. It just didn't work. And so by the time that we did get to be together, it was just like, you've been existing in my imagination for such a long time that now we actually get to play.
What about the signs that you're holding up? Were you there? Well, I guess
my arms are getting so tired.
Were you writing
how many hours am I going to hold those?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Were you writing down ridiculous things by the end of it? I was thinking, what were they writing?
I wish. You up?
Yeah.
Girl. What's your favorite scary movie? I don't know.
Stuck to the script.
Yeah.
with all of the there's so much action. I mean, it's so physical. Just how demanding was that, Anya, on your body?
Massively so, but it's interesting. You get into a headspace where I think once the movie's over, you can think about everything that you put yourself through. But when you're in that state, you're just like, okay, that was the end of this day. And I know that I have 8 hours to go home, like shower, sleep, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do something that's even more intense. So you get into this endurance space I actually really enjoy being in. It's fun to see how far you can push your body and what you can achieve with it.
You were getting thrown around a lot.
Yes, ma'am.
And she does some throwing around too.
Yeah, I do a fair amount of throwing around. Yeah.
Was that fun for you, Miles?
To watch her get thrown around?
No, for you to get thrown around. But I feel like you were getting thrown around more than Miles. I was thinking, this isn't fair. I feel like Anya's taking it more.
Why? Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's to be honest, we got to the end of the job, and the thing that surprised me the most is I held Miles' gun for the first time, and I was like, wait a second, my gun was so much heavier, and I had no idea throughout the entirety of filming. I was like,
you gotta be friends with the prop guys.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Chess and drums. So was that written in especially for you guys, or was that always in the script?
That was in the script.
Before we signed on.
Before that was like in very early iterations of that.
We questioned it, and they were like, nah, we keep it in. And we were like, okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there are government secrets out there that we, on a scale like this, that we just don't know about? Really?
Like 100%. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Miles is laughing. You don't agree?
Because his wife and I are on the same train of thought.
Yes, I think yes. There's absolutely information that's being withheld. Now, do I think there's some, zombie-like undead? I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yes.
I keep things simple.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Paris. How was Paris? You looked gorgeous.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, got back yesterday evening. So very happy to be here. Had a great time.
And Miles, we just wanted to say we're so sorry about everything you've been going through with the fires. How are you guys doing? Yeah,
we're doing okay. This is like a nice distraction.
They're being amazing.
But it's
amazing.
Yeah, it's just tricky. I think every day you're just kind of figuring things out a little more each day. And I'm lucky that, I have a really wonderful life partner to kind of go through this with. And so, yeah, it's kind of the day-by-day situation of it all. But thank you for saying that.
Oh, my gosh, of course.
Yeah.
Congratulations on this. I really enjoyed it. Really fun to watch you both. Thank you. Yeah.